Hi everyone. I switched from a bullet journal to a Hobonichi Cousin for 2025, and in this video I'm sharing with you my honest thoughts. What worked, what didn't work, and if I'll be using it again next year. So last year I saw so many people using the Hobonichi and I just got curious. I've been bullet journaling since 2019, so it took a lot out of me to switch, but I have free will and I wanted to give it a try. I still have other bullet journals, but this is my main planner. This is just my cover page. I try to make it as colorful and cute as possible, as I usually do in my bujo. And my word of the year is consistency. I look back at this from time to time for motivation because, this year has been really busy for me. Now, what really got me to switch was the clean layout and the idea of a planner that's both functional and leaves space for creativity. I didn't have to set up a calendar page, which was nice. I knew I'd be a lot busier this year, so I wouldn't really have time for in-depth bullet journaling to make my journals as cute and functional as I would want. But the bullet journaling system really helps me, so I needed to find a way to incorporate it here. And as you can see, I use the yearly overview section for my habits. I was able to recreate all my most important trackers on the blank pages in my Hobonichi. It made me so happy, and you'll see a little more about that later on in this video as I show you everything. If you want a full setup walkthrough though, I have a video on my channel you can check out if you want to see how I created all those spreads. This is my monthly calendar section, and I started this one in December. I started with stickers and little doodles and just, random stuff. And then in January, I tried to continue, but, it didn't work for me. So I eventually had to stop doing that. And so I tried it for December, January, and February. And then in April, I started to use it as like a monthly overview with what I need to do each day, certain things I need to do all the time. And I had to find a style that works with me. So I just decorated it as much as I could based on the monthly theme I selected. I had a trip to Toronto in August, September. So I didn't find the time to decorate these pages, and that's okay because you shouldn't feel pressured to do your hobbies. And this is my vision board, which I think it turned out so nice. Usually in my bullet journals I do like a written doodly vision board, but this time I wanted a collage vision board, and I wanted it to be in my journal so I can look back at it and just see how far I've come. This is my weekly section, and as you see, one thing I don't really like about this planner is the fact that all the things for a particular month aren't in one place. So the monthly calendars are one after the other, so January, then February, March, April. I would prefer if everything for January was in one place, everything for February was in one place. It would be cool, but I found a way to work with that. And another thing I kind of disliked was the delicacy of these covers. I didn't get a cover for the notebook itself. So like when I remove it and put it in my bookshelf, it's not going to be... I'm scared it will of wear and tear. It's just like a regular notebook cover. This is my goals section, and every year I do level 10 life, which I saw on Jashi Corinne's channel, and I really love her bullet journaling content, so I had to bring that into my Hobonichi, which you see I did here. And then this was my first monthly cover page and my first journal entry, and I really liked this setup because I journal every day anyway. So when I had a bullet journal, I had to have my bullet journal separate from my daily journaling notebook. With my Hobonichi, everything is in one place and it's not too chunky. So when I look back, I won't have to, look in separate notebooks. So I really like that about the Hobonichi. It works, it really works. These are just the blank pages now. When I was filming this video, it was not October, so this is blank, but it's October now. Hello everyone. Yeah. And now I'm going to show you my spreads that I normally have in my bujo that I moved to my Hobonichi. This is my year in pixels, my period tracker. This is a fitness spread I created. I normally have these on separate pages in my bullet journal, but I added them to one and it really helped me. And then this is 2025 bingo. As you can see, I'm bingoing a lot of stuff. And I decided to do a hair growth tracker. I didn't know what to do with this graph up until recently. That's when I decided to do this hair growth tracker section. That was my favorites playlist, and now this is my movies, anime and TV shows. This journal has little doodles that it shows you. I don't really use those though. It has this section here, how to make the best out of your diary. So I like the little how-to sections. I like it. And that's my tour. I really appreciate all the blank pages because I had space to recreate my bullet journal spreads, because one thing I was worried about was whether or not I'd be able to bullet journal properly in my Hobonichi, and I could. So I was really happy about that. It was a perfect amount of pages too, because I got it exact, and I just loved that. Yeah, so I'm just removing it from the case to show you here. This is it. It's really cute. I like it. I really love the size of this book. It's A5, and I once tried using an A6 bullet journal and it was a pain for the whole year. I had to use it, but I did not love it because I bought it, so I had to use it, but I didn't love it. And I love these two bookmark thingies because it helps me to mark pages where I go on every single day, especially because I have to be flipping through all the months to get to certain things. So I really appreciate that. And I don't really use these color codes, to be honest, but I think it's a nice touch. It's really pretty. And yeah, if you love structured layouts and a little bit of creative freedom, then I think this notebook is perfect for you. And I was scared about switching at first because I was scared I wouldn't be able to be creative with my Hobonichi, but I really love it. It really pushes me actually to be more creative. Like, I need to try harder to make my spreads, to still work within the constraints of the Hobonichi and still make my spreads look nice. Yeah, so for 2026, I'm getting a Hobonichi Cousin again, and next time I want to try filling out every single page. Yeah, I'm excited. I really like the Hobonichi, and I hope you enjoyed my voice reveal video because this is the first time I use my voice, and I hope you enjoyed the little chit chat because I really want to build a community with everyone. So yeah, see you next time.